Hi, this is Victor and welcome back to my math tutoring channel. In this video, we will do some practice exercise about integration, and we will see some theorem like the extreme value theorem or the theorem of the role or theorem of Lagrange or the fundamental theorem of calculus. Few theorem, because sometimes the teacher will ask about, I don't know, theoretical question, but they are very easy, you will see. Let's start with practice exercises. I will start with exercise number 1, integral between 1 and 4, 1 over x squared plus 4x to the power of 3 dx. Here, if I have a plus or minus here, I can divide my integral into two integral. But if this plus is multiplication or division, I cannot do that. I can divide my integral only when it is plus or minus between two variables. So this I can write it integral between 1 and 4 of 1 over x2 dx. dx means I'm integrating in relationship with x. And then there is a plus here, so I have to put the plus here. If it was a minus, I would have put a minus. Integral between 1 and 4 of 4x3 dx. So the first one here, I can write it 1 over 4 x to the power of minus 2 dx. There is a plus here, I put the plus. And the second one, because I'm integrating in relationship with x, the 4 is a constant, I can take it out of the constant, I can take them out of my integral. It's always, whenever you have a constant, if it is 1 over 5, I will put 1 over 5 outside the integral. If it is 5, I will put the 5 outside the integral of x3 dx. And now the formula that we saw in the previous video. So the solution for this will become x minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1. And I don't have to put plus c here because I have a boundary for my integral, which is 1 and 4, plus 4, and then x3 plus 1 divided by 3 plus 1, and it is between 1 and 4. So the first time here, if I take this, the first time I will replace x by 4, and minus, it's always minus, the upper bound minus replacing x by 1, minus the lower bound. So minus 2 plus 1 is x to the power of minus 1 divided by minus 1. So this, I can write it minus 1 over x. This is equal to minus 1 over x between 1 and 4. Plus 4 x to the power of 4 divided by 4 between 1 and 4. So if I want to take this, so I will replace x by 4, it becomes minus 1 over 4 minus 1 over 1, which is 1, plus 4 times, I replace it first, x by 4 to the power of 4 divided by 4 minus 1 to the power of 4, which is 1 divided by 4. So it becomes minus 1 over 4 plus 1, and this times this would go. It becomes plus 4 to the power of 4, and this would go minus 1. So plus 1 minus 1, that will go. It's minus 1 over 4 plus 4 to the power of 4, whatever is this. You plug it in, and that's the answer for this. Let's do another example. Again, we will be applying the formulas from my previous video of the fundamental theorem of calculus. I gave you the formulas over there. And the second example, between 1 and 4 of e to the power minus 4x dx. And the formula would be, the formula was e to the power of kx dx is equal e to the power of kx divided by k, and if I don't have boundary I have to put plus c, but here I have boundaries between 1 and 4, so I don't have to put plus c in my solution. So I will be applying this formula. It's equal e to the power of minus 4x divided by minus 4 between 1 and 4. And the first time I will replace x by 4, and this minus, second time I will replace x by 1. So it is e to the power minus 4 times 4 divided by 4 minus e to the power minus 4 times 1 divided by minus 4. So e to the power of minus 16, but if I bring it down to the denominator, it becomes e to the power of 16, and here 1 minus times minus is plus. So I will put plus here. And then I will bring down my e to the power of 4, and I have the 4 here, and I have 1 on top. So the answer will become 1 over 4 e to the power 16 plus 1 over 4 e to the power of 4. Let's do another example. Integral between 0 and pi over 4. 0 and pi over 4 of cosine 2x dx. Again, the formula from my previous video would show me that this is equal to sine 2x divided by 2, because the derivative of this will give me exactly that. And since I have boundaries, I don't have to write plus c, but I have to put the boundary between 0 and pi over 4. And here it becomes sine of 2. Instead of x, I will write pi over 4 divided by 2 minus sine of 2 times 0 divided by 2. So this sine, this and this become pi over 2. And I know that sine of pi over 2 is equal to 1. So this become 1 over 2 minus sine of 2 times 0 is 0. Sine of 0 is 0. So the answer is 1 over 2. Now those are basic formula. In another video that I will do more exercises about the fundamental theorem of calculus. But now let's see some theorem. It's very easy, the theorem. You don't have to worry about them. And usually in final exam, it's about exercises. There is you don't have to use a theorem or anything like that. Let's start with the theorem of extreme value. The extreme value, that means minimum and maximum. Those are the extreme value of my function. So let's say it starts here and it ends here, and this would go like this. So this is an extreme value and this is an extreme value. My minimum and my maximum are the extreme value. The theorem of extreme value would say a function that is continuous within an interval a and b, and a is included and b is included. This function will always have a minimum and a maximum value with a and b. So it will always have a minimum and maximum, even if the function is, I don't know, like this. So this is the minimum and that's the maximum between a and b, you know. But like if minus infinity and plus infinity, it will be another story. So this is the theorem of extreme value. There is another theorem that say a function is continuous within an interval a and b, that with closed bracket here, a and b, and derivable for any x in a and b. So if it is continuous in a and b, and continuous, that means it's always like there is no hole here, you know, it's always for any value between a and b I have a y. That's mean continuous. So the second theorem, if a function is continuous within an interval a and b and derivable for any x in the interval a and b where a is excluded and b is excluded, if a function has a minimum or a maximum for x equal to c, and c is between that interval, so f prime of c is equal to 0. So you studied that in calculus 1. You have a minimum or a maximum where the first derivative is equal to 0. And this is what it said, that theorem. Now there is another theorem. It's called Theorem de Role. Theorem de Role with an E at the end. If a function is continuous within an interval a and b, like this, and if f of a is equal to f of b, there is a value c that belongs to the interval a and b, excluding, where f prime of c is equal to 0. So this is theorem de Role. So if a function is continuous within an interval a and b, closed interval a and b, if f of a is equal to f of c, there is a value c or v or w within the interval a and b where a is excluded and b is excluded, where f prime of c is equal to 0. So what they are saying, even if I have this, and this is my interval a and b, there will be a value, like that's a bad example, let's take it out this. If it is like this, let's say, so there is a minimum here, or if the function is like this, there will be a maximum here, because f prime of c is equal to 0, and we saw f prime of c is equal to 0 when there is a minimum or there is a maximum. I still have two theorem, and that's it. And they're easy theorem, as you see here. Theorem Lagrange. So if a function is continuous within an interval a and b, we always say if a function is continuous, because if the function is not continuous, there is no integration. It has to be continuous to be able to integrate it. So if a function is continuous within an interval a and b, and if f of x is derivable, that function f of x is derivable, so f prime of x exists, for every value inside a and b, so for every value inside a and b, excluding a and excluding b, there is a derivative. Then there is a value x where x belongs to a and b, where the derivative of x is equal f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. And finally, the fundamental theorem of calculus. It said if a function is continuous within an interval a and b, closed interval a and b, and if f of x is the derivative of lowercase f of x, i.e. f of x prime is equal f of x, then I can write it between a and b, so I can write the integral of a and b of f of x dx would be equal to f of b minus f of a. A small example, and we will finish this video with this. Integral between between 2 and 3, let's say, of x dx. This is equal x2 divided by 2, because n plus 1, 1 plus 1 divided by 1 plus 1 between 2 and 3. So this would be equal 3 to the power of 2 divided by 2 minus 2 to the power of 2 divided by 2. It is 9 over 2 minus 4 over 2. It is 9 minus 4 is 5 over 2, which is equal to 2.5. As we say, practice make perfect. We're gonna practice that a lot with another video with a lot of exercises, and you will see it will become like very easy for you. If you like my video, please subscribe and like my video. You can keep a comment if you want. By doing that, you will help me continue doing whatever I'm doing, and it will help you understand better the material. Thank you very much.